Well, I think the initiative this year that sort of happened without a lot of fanfare was the sunsetting of ARE 4.0. And what I would like everyone to know is that it was really a non-event. And this is significant because in the past, when we've transitioned from an old to a new exam, it's been problematic. So the fact that we were able to steer this to its conclusion in such a successful way and also incentivize people to transition to the new exam through the shortcut path from 4.0 to 5.0 is, I think, really remarkable and needs to be celebrated. Our organization is constantly evolving just because there's always a new initiative and there's always a few new staff that join us every year. I think two areas we've especially evolved. One is with our Council Relations Directorate. There's been a lot more activity around monitoring state legislation as it relates to efforts to reduce regulatory statutes or regulations. But our states are realizing that they need help. Our state boards are turning to us for help. We are collaborating more closely with the AIA component community to have joint efforts to do outreach to elected officials. And we've also created a coalition of other national regulatory organizations like NCARB and other disciplines. The other area that continues to evolve is our marketing communications function. There's always another layer that is expected, whether it's additional video, a more usable series of tools for not just our member boards, but for our customers, for architectural collaterals. Our customer relations group recently went through a business process reengineering study. And what this means is that an outside consultant comes in and reviews efficiencies, the organization chart, duties and roles and responsibilities, and audits and critiques what's working and what isn't working. It's been over a decade since we've done this with our customer relations group. A lot has changed. Technology has changed. The expectation of the customer has changed. We want to make sure we're using current tools, best practices, and playing to people's passion. I think as we approach our centennial year, it's not only a look back, but a look forward. And the look forward has multiple pieces to it. The look forward includes how is the practice of architecture changing in a way that might impact regulation. So as architects are using new types of technology, as they are expected in school and when they're getting their AXP credit to acquire different skills, we will be laying the foundation for, in a few years hence, doing another practice analysis, which is a snapshot of the practice of architecture. But in the interim, our Futures Task Force, our examination committee, and other elements are already looking at what's changing and how does that impact everything else that we do. The other thing I think that's on the horizon is now that our resolution on the rules of conduct has been adopted, what is the role of ethics in the area of architectural regulation? I think we've just scratched the surface. While we've created a framework for our states to use, we need to go further in terms of what kind of ethical criteria should be spelled out in the path to licensure and reinforced post-licensure. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen in the future.